John Lennon's 5 favorite bands. The Everly Brothers, masters of harmony. For a young Lennon, the Everly Brothers were pure magic. Their close-knit harmonies, perfected on hits like All I Have to Do Is Dream, were like finding the secret recipe for emotional connection. Alongside Paul McCartney, John would spend hours trying to emulate their sound, weaving that seamless interplay into the foundation of the Beatles. What Lennon admired wasn't just their technical skill. It was their ability to take simple melodies and transform them into heartfelt anthems. Two voices, one soul, Lennon once mused. It was a philosophy that shaped his partnership with McCartney for years to come. Elvis Presley, the original king. When John Lennon first heard Elvis Presley, it felt like a lightning bolt through his bedroom wall. Here was a man with swagger, grit, and a voice that could make rebellion sound like the best idea in the world. Songs like Heartbreak Hotel made Lennon want to grab his guitar and start a revolution. Elvis didn't just sing. He owned the stage, the airwaves, and the imaginations of teens worldwide. Lennon would later say, "Nothing really affected me until Elvis," a declaration as raw as it was sincere. Elvis taught him the power of charisma, and that music could be more than sound. It could be a statement. Buddy Holly, the ordinary genius. In Buddy Holly, Lennon found someone who felt attainable, even human. Holly wasn't a heartthrob or a swaggering king. He was a bespectacled guy with a guitar, a sharp wit, and an uncanny knack for turning vulnerability into strength. Lennon was captivated by Holly's songwriting, blending innovation with charm in hits like Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue. Even the Beatles' name paid homage to Holly's band, the Crickets, reflecting Lennon's deep respect. Holly's untimely death was a personal blow, but his music remained a guiding star for Lennon, proving that authenticity always wins over flash. Chuck Berry, the poet of rock and roll. John Lennon worshipped Chuck Berry. To him, Berry's guitar riffs were like electric currents coursing through rock and roll's veins, and his lyrics, stories of youth, freedom, and rebellion, were mini masterpieces. Songs like Johnny B. Good didn't just inspire Lennon, they gave him a roadmap for what rock music could be: clever, catchy, and unapologetically fun. Lennon loved how Berry made every word count, injecting humor and truth into tales of jukeboxes and Cadillacs. It's no wonder Lennon would later collaborate with his idol, cementing their mutual respect. Bob Dylan, the voice of change. When Lennon first encountered Bob Dylan's music, it was like someone had unlocked a new dimension. Dylan's raw, poetic lyricism in songs like Blowin' in the Wind made Lennon rethink everything he knew about songwriting. Yes, and how many years and some people exist. It wasn't just about catchy tunes, it was about storytelling, speaking truths that others were too afraid to say. Lennon admired Dylan's ability to strip down music to its most honest form, trading gloss for grit. The two artists pushed each other creatively, with Dylan influencing Lennon's lyrical depth, and Lennon encouraging Dylan to experiment with electric sounds. Together, they fueled a cultural shift that changed music forever. The Everly Brothers taught Lennon harmony. Elvis Presley showed him swagger. Buddy Holly proved the power of a well-written song. Chuck Berry gave him the heartbeat of rock, and Bob Dylan handed him a pen dipped in truth. These weren't just bands and singers, they were John Lennon's musical DNA, stitched into every note and lyric he ever created. In their echoes, we find the roots of his genius, a reminder that even legends start as fans.